Welcome. We made it to episode 2. Today we'll be talking about shifting our mindset to understand how rejection can be a blessing and not a curse. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 2, The Gift of Rejection. So recently I watched a video about this, and being someone that has dealt with rejection and still does deal with it, I just thought I'd share how it resonated with me. So let's take this to scripture. So in 1 Samuel 1 verse 17, it talks about the story of David and Goliath. So as a refresher, Saul is the king of Israel, and there's supposed to be a war between the Israelites and the Philistines. But instead, the champion of the Philistines, Goliath, says, "Bring me one of your men to fight me." Therefore, Saul went to a man named Jesse, who belonged to the Israelite tribe of Judah, and took 3 of his oldest sons to battle. One day, Jesse, the father, sent his youngest son, David, which was a sheep keeper, with lunch to go check on the brothers and their captain. After David greeted them with their food and all, the champion comes to meet them, and the men fled. Well, David says in 1 Samuel 17, verse 32, "Let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with the Philistine." And Saul said to David, "Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth." 33. And David said unto Saul, "Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock." 34. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he hath defiled the armies of the living God. 36. So right there we see that he is counting his rejection all joy. Regardless if he was chosen first or last, he's saying, no, I can do this. God has already equipped me. I slew the bear, I slew the lion, I got this. So he's having faith in God. And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put his helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail. 38. And David girded his sword upon his armor, and essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said to Saul, "I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them." And David put them off him. 39. And he took his staff in his hand, and chose him 5 smooth stones of the brook, and put them in the shepherd's bag, which he had. So I say all this to say that we don't need equipment. God says we are the equipment. David said, "I can't put on this armor, I didn't prove it," and picks up the stones because that's what he was used to using. So it's just important that we know that we don't have to be all equipped, and whatever God is calling us to, we can do as long as we give him our yes. So whatever you've been feeling led to do, however God is leading you in your ministry, I just encourage you to say yes. Go for that leap of faith, and God will equip you just like he did David, this young little boy in his youth, which no one thought was capable. But God said, he's a mighty servant, he can do it. So, just like David, you can do it too.